Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cat and dogs. Hope everybody's doing well. Jesus Christ. That's the problem with short people, man. They can never get into the shots. Yeah, so doing some kind of cardio today in the park, you know, getting my knees up, my step up, you know. I'm sure I'm going to get like 10,000 steps today. And I want to talk about like numbers, like, you know, being obsessed with a number as a target. Dude, you don't fit in my frame, man. You're too short. Like, just let me shoot my fake. All right? Okay. Yeah. When you grow up, you come back here. So I want to talk about like. So I want to talk about like about numbers, like being targeted, being driven by number. And then this number, obviously, when we talk about health and fitness, this number is usually like your weight. And is that a good thing? Being obsessed by a number. Being obsessed by, let's say, you know what, you want to lose 5 kgs, or you want to lose 5 pounds, or you want to lose 20 kgs, or you want to lose 20 pounds. Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? And I want to share a bit of my experience with that, what I've done, what some of my clients have done, and pretty much I give you some takeaway from it. Pretty much that's what I want to do. So, you know, like when it comes to health and fitness, it's always a good thing to have targets, and I'm sure you will agree with me that unless you have targets, it becomes really hard. You get stuck up in a routine. You find yourself kind of like hitting plateaus, and then you realize that, you know what, maybe this thing is not for me. So you end up going to the gym just for the sake of going to the gym, doing a couple of workouts there and there, you know, like kind of just keep it moving. And I would strongly suggest, and I strongly advise most of my clients, to actually have a number in their head, like something they want to reach out to. And this number could be as crazy as you want. It could be like, I don't know, I want to lose 40 pounds, or I want to gain 40 pounds. And that will keep you driven. But at the same time as well, there's a thin line between being driven and being negatively obsessed by a number. I mean, there are so many examples of guys who really push it really far. I mean, you end up drugging, using steroids and stuff like that because you're obsessed with a number, because you're obsessed with something to that point. And it's something which is not in essence a bad thing. I would say there's a very thin line between being driven by a number and then being driven by a purpose. Because behind every number, the reality is there is a purpose. I mean, for me, one of my lifetime goals was to be 3 digits in terms of weight. So I wanted to be 100 kilos. And this is a weight that I've never reached this number in my life, never. My heaviest was 98 kilos, and I'm sure if I push it a little bit, I would have reached that goal. But for me, it's like I got really obsessed with this number, and then I've realized that the journey was something much more valuable. I mean, in the process of getting really big, really heavy, I got strong. You know, I lifted the heaviest weight I've never lifted. I got bigger as well, and so yeah, sorry I had to come back because obviously the battery went a bit low there. So I was saying, like, you know, as I got obsessed with this goal of getting big, really getting obsessed with my number, which was 100 kilos back then, I discovered the byproduct of it. And the byproduct was I got stronger. I started doing powerlifting, which was a great thing for me. I learned a lot of techniques when it comes to lifting weight. I got bigger as well. I got to the biggest weight I've ever reached. It was 98 kilos. And you know, I reached 98 kilos and I thought to myself, should I stop here or should I carry on? Because bearing in mind that whatever your change is, like whether you want to gain size, you want to lose some, there's always like a trade-off. Like, I mean, if you want to lose some, you're probably going to go on a diet, go be on a deficit. It could be a bit challenging. And one of the core principles when it comes to fitness is adherence. Like, are you adhering to the goal? Are you adhering to the process? Is that something you could see yourself doing over a long period of time? So I really want to bring that home to you today, and really start thinking with your goals and your target. And like, do you have any sort of number when it comes to that? Have you got anything in your mind? It's good to have them. It's good to keep yourself like reminded of, you know, what your goal is. Let's say I want to lose 5 kgs, I want to lose 20 kgs, I want to gain 20 kgs. It's very good, And what you want to have in the process of doing that is those small steps along the way, those small wins are the ones which are going to make a difference for you. So I hope that you found some value into this. And if you did, I mean, click the share button. I don't know wherever you're watching this. Share it. I'm going to put a link somewhere in this video because I'm doing a challenge at the end of the month of October. And it's a 5-day challenge. So I want to get a bunch of guys for 5 days, and I want to show you exactly what I do for myself, for my client, and to get you as much result as possible. Obviously, it's 5 days. You're not going to lose like 30 kgs in 5 days, but it's really showing you like habits, hacks, how to kind of get the results you want, keep those results. I'm in the park now, and you can hear the play in the background, and I hope it's not too loud for you. And guys, if you liked it, share it, like it, subscribe it, do whatever you got to do, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. Peace out. Bye-bye.